Groupers, welcome to the first life group of 2020, and I'm just glad that you've joined us. Hopefully you look around the room and maybe there's a couple of new, or at least one new individual that's joined you. This is that time that you and I get to really iron sharpen iron, right? You're gonna hear me talk about that all the time from the book of Proverbs. It's just one of those things that I recognize as I draw closer to God, that I also need to draw closer to those men and women that can sharpen me as well, and I can sharpen them. And this is what Life Group is about. And hopefully you joined us on Sunday. If you didn't, you've watched a video on our Facebook feed, or on YouTube, or even believe it or not, we have a podcast channel now, so you can subscribe to that, and we try to get those up, the new sermons up by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, depending on how things go. And just as we move forward in life groups, I want you to think about what we preached on Sunday, this idea that I got this, right? To say, you know what, these weapons that God has given me, we talked about that idea, and we reminded us of Moses a little bit, that God said, I gave you something, gave you the weapon. And the greatest thing about these weapons that God gives us, they have divine power. They're not our own power. They're not our own abilities, but they're divine power. And they have the divine power to destroy strongholds, to destroy lofty ideas, opinions, anything against the knowledge of God. And when we talk about knowledge of God, we're talking no other than the Bible. Anything that's in here to understand that the world and what we're attacked with so often tries to disprove and counter the word of God. And we can see it in society right now. But God said that I'm going to give you weapons. I'm going to give you these abilities, these things, and they're going to have divine power behind them, so that when you have something come into your mind, that you can beat that you can take on that battle, and that you can win the battle within. Because that's the toughest one that you and I deal with. And it's understanding that we need to utilize these weapons. And this next Sunday, we'll be talking a little bit about more of the weapons like the Bible, weapons like worship, right? I spend almost every single day, I spend about 10 minutes in worship, just playing the guitar, just worshiping God, just me and God, right? That's a weapon that God has given me. And God says that I inhabit the praises of my people. So when I'm feeling down, when something's going on, I grab that guitar, I start to worship. When my mind is telling me I'm not good enough, I grab my Bible and I get into that. And so today I want you to talk about that with each other. What does that look like? What are the weapons that you have? What does divine power look like in your life? And how do you do that? How do you win the battle within? What does that look like? So love you guys. So excited. Be reading your word. So in the life group, you'll notice that there's 5 days of Bible reading. Those will reinforce. They'll talk to you a little bit more about the battle within. It's an awesome opportunity, as I shared on Sunday about the stats of, we just grow as individuals, as Christians, when we read the word at least 4 times a day. And I challenge you to read it 7 times a day. But if you have never read it before, or you don't read it that often, reading it 4 times, read it 5 times a week. Each week I'll give you that, because I believe God will do something radical in your lives. Love you. Can't wait to hear what's going on in life groups. And we will see you all on Sunday. Men, don't forget, men's breakfast this Saturday, 9 a.m.